The clean girl aesthetic is all about looking effortlessly polished.
I've always preferred a very natural look on not only myself, but everybody else.
Think slicked back hair, minimal makeup, glowing skin, fluffy brows, gold hoops, and neutral tones. It's designed to appear natural and low maintenance, but in reality, it's built on a carefully maintained routine. The goal is to look put together without trying too hard, like you just happen to wake up glowing. On TikTok and Instagram, this look exploded into a full-blown trend. Influencers film themselves using ice rollers, applying skin tints, and sipping green juices before heading out in matching athleisure. Celebrities like Hailey Bieber, Bella Hadid, and Sofia Richie became the face of the aesthetic, praised for their clean, dewy glow and effortless elegance. But as the aesthetic spread, questions emerged. Why was clean suddenly the gold standard for beauty?
You know those girls that always look clean? Their skin is always glowing, their lips are always glossed.
What does it say about people who don't or can't fit that image? And how much effort and money does it really take to look like you're not trying at all? Although the clean girl aesthetic was popularized by white influencers and celebrities, the aesthetic itself isn't new. Slick buns, glowing skin, and gold hoops have long been staples in Black, Latina, South Asian, and Middle Eastern beauty cultures.
Growing up as a Black woman in a predominantly white school, I was told that having lip gloss, having big earrings, having a slick back bun was something that was not sightly, that it was associated with negative behavior of people who looked like my race. And it really sucks that that's something that was associated with.
For decades, women of color embraced edge control, minimalist glam, and natural radiance as part of their everyday look long before TikTok gave it a name. The issue isn't popularity, it's erasure. When women of color wore these styles, they were often labeled as ghetto or unprofessional. But once white influencers reframed them as minimal and elegant, the aesthetic became aspirational, brandable, and clean. What TikTok branded as something new was simply a repackaged version of existing cultural styles, this time filtered through a luxury lens and sold as effortless beauty.
They take things from other cultures that have been looked down on or deemed as less desirable and repackage that to make it trendy because they're doing it.
The clean girl aesthetic sells the fantasy of low-effort beauty, but that barely there look often requires a full lineup of products: tinted serums, cream blush, highlighters, brow gels, lip oils, and premium skincare. Simple? Not quite. Hailey Bieber, one of the trend's leading figures, used her glowy image to launch Rhode Skin. But behind her glow are facials, professional treatments, and high-end products. The message may be less is more, but often looking like less costs more. Even the wardrobe, neutral tones, minimalist jewelry, soft tailoring, comes from brands like Erasure, Skims, or Chanel Beauty. The result? A polished image that looks effortless, but demands time, money, and access. Calling it the clean girl aesthetic may seem harmless, but the word clean is loaded. It suggests that anything outside this soft, minimal look is messy or even dirty. That framing reinforces racial and class-based beauty standards. For years, Black and brown women have been criticized for bold makeup, textured hair, long acrylics, or vibrant styles. The same features now praised on white women were previously seen as too much. This isn't just racial, it's economic. The clean girl aesthetic favors those with access to luxury skincare, leisure time, and quiet spaces. For people working long hours, juggling responsibilities, or dealing with chronic stress, the idea of looking effortlessly perfect isn't just unrealistic, it's exclusionary. As the clean girl trend grew, so did the desire to recreate it cheaply. Teens turned to drugstore dupes and DIY routines to chase the glow. But in many cases, it led to harm.
I'm gonna be doing my morning skincare routine.
One viral example featured an 11-year-old with skin damage after using trendy skincare kits full of actives not made for young faces. Dermatologists have reported more teens with barrier damage, irritation, and long-term skin issues caused by overlayered products and harsh acids.
With social media, people are getting exposed to everything, and so younger people might be seeing these messages that aren't really meant for them, and now they think maybe they should look into anti-aging.
The clean girl aesthetic may appear simple, but for those cutting corners to keep up, it can cause more harm than confidence.
I've slicked back my hair every single day for the past 3 years, and I'm worried my forehead is getting bigger now, and I'm worried my hair is thinning, and I'm so delusional because I tell people all the time, I'm like, no, I put a hair mask in my hair every day, so it's like really healthy. Like, is that even healthy? Does that not stop my hair from growing? I don't know. Like, I need someone to tell me.
Behind the glow is a growing pressure to look clean at all times. For young women and teens especially, the constant comparison to influencers who appear effortlessly flawless is quietly damaging. The aesthetic sets an impossible bar: clear skin, dewy cheekbones, and a routine that looks relaxed but is carefully controlled. Those dealing with acne, hyperpigmentation, fatigue, or textured hair often feel like they're falling short, not because of who they are, but because of how they're framed against the trend. Mental health professionals report rising levels of beauty-related anxiety tied to social media aesthetics. Some teens avoid leaving home without their clean look. It's not just skin deep. It's a cycle of insecurity dressed up as self-care. The clean girl aesthetic is often marketed as wellness: smoothies, skincare, ice baths, and Pilates. But behind the soft neutrals is often a rigid structure built on discipline, not freedom. Many routines are deeply performative. It's not just about feeling good. It's about looking like you feel good. Ice rolling becomes content. Journaling becomes proof of productivity. Wellness in this space becomes a brand. And while some creators genuinely share their routines, the broader message is clear: calm, controlled beauty is the goal. But for many, that demand becomes a form of quiet obsession. This aesthetic didn't rise by accident. It thrives because it's algorithm-friendly. TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest reward content that's soft, bright, and visually pleasing. The clean girl aesthetic fits the formula perfectly. It's brand safe, easy to monetize, and easy to repeat. Creators who embody it get pushed to the top. Those who don't, creators with acne, bold makeup, textured hair, or messier lives, are often deprioritized by platforms. The result is a feedback loop. What you see most becomes what you believe is most valuable. And that's how sameness takes over. Not everyone is playing along. Across TikTok and Instagram, creators are fighting back, embracing acne, chaos, color, and reality. They're showing skin texture, hormonal breakouts, cluttered routines, and skipping steps. These creators aren't anti-beauty, they're anti-perfection, and they're tired of being told that real life should look like a product ad. Some share their refusal to buy into overconsumption. Others reject the pressure to perform beauty online at all. It's not about replacing the clean girl aesthetic. It's about making space for difference. This isn't about hating the look. It's about questioning why it's the standard, and why so many people feel like they don't belong unless they fit it. Because in the end, the clean girl aesthetic isn't just a trend, it's a mirror, and what it reflects says more about the system than the skin.